Okay, guys, welcome back to Mediocre Gamer Man. It's another Raid Shadow Legends video. I had a couple of ideas for what I wanted to do with this video, and it took me until literally it's 11 o'clock on St. Patrick's Day, the day before this video is dropping, and I finally decided what I wanted to talk about today. So the issue is that I had this idea that I was going to well out a little bit and get some champions that would actually boost my account, get me to in-game progression, and then I could start working on guides for rares and epics and uncommons, and really showcase what those could do as a content creator. That was my idea, and this video is basically me explaining why that's not how it works. And I guess because I'd never done that before, I didn't quite understand. So I want to kind of live as a cautionary tale for others who are playing the game and think that let's go ahead and spend some money and make things happen. We actually had somebody the other day was talking about, I'm going to catch up to you. You've been playing for 6 months, but I'm going to catch up and I'm going to do more damage in clan boss, and I'm going to be having the best accounts and get through the Doom Tower and all this. And well, I'm here to say it doesn't work. It really does not. But let's start off. There's 5 things. There's really 5 issues with spending money that I think some people just haven't really mentioned. And I think they've been mentioned over time, but they haven't been really delved into. So let's start off. Number 1, money does not buy power. If you look at, like, let's say Miscreated Monster or my Occult Brawler, they're powerful, and I've used them in plenty of places. I'm at mid game. I get Dungeons 18 for like dragons and such. I'm able to 3 or 4 key Nightmare. I'm not quite there with Ultra Nightmare. Of course, I need to start speed tuning my team. Well, I decided during this last 2x event, where it was 2x on Ancient, Void, and Sacred Shards this weekend before last, I decided to spend money and see if I couldn't get some in-game champions that would really boost my account and get me to that in-game progression that I was looking for to start doing a lot more. And I did. I got Krisk, who is a complete game changer. Everybody knows Krisk is one of the most solid Void Legos in the game. As a support champ, he's got an amazing kit. I got Septimus, I got Draco. I mean, the list of things that I got that are just absolutely in-game, game-changing legendaries, epics. I got, Cold Heart. I got Reliquary Tender. I got these amazing champions that are progression champs. They are in-game viable champions, but I have to gear them out. And the problem with that is I had over 26 million gold, and I still did not have enough money to properly gear half of those champions. So even with the money that I spent, real world money, getting all of these champions, I wasn't able to progress these champions enough to make them in-game viable. My Septimus that I've had for a week, I don't have what I need to fully ascend him because another issue I had is I didn't properly go after potions and brews early on. He doesn't hit near as hard, even though he should, as my Cold Heart. My Armiger hits about as hard as my Septimus because I'm able to fully book him and fully gear him in a set that works. And so that's really the first one. It's the first thing that I think people need to be aware of when they're deciding to spend money. Money will not buy you power. It will not gain you wins. You're not going to suddenly get these amazing champions. You're not going to get enough gems or, silver or, an amazing set of gear. Even the gear you can buy isn't enough to make you in-game viable 95% of the time. So that's number 1. That's something you've really got to watch out for. Number 2, this one is less of a cautionary tale and more of something I learned by spending this money. Some champions are more important than gear. Everybody says great gear is better than great champs. Yes and no. Great gear will get you farther than most champions will. Having an Armiger fully built with great, I mean, just in-game gear will do more for you than, you know, a halfway built, unbooked Cold Heart. That's obvious. But you put decent gear on a Cold Heart, and you put that same decent gear on an Armiger, that's the comparison it's not even a comparison. Cold Heart's going to outdamage every time. Septimus, my Septimus doesn't have the gear Cold Heart does. If I were to switch it over and probably put the Cold Heart gear onto Septimus, I'm pretty sure my Septimus would outdamage Cold Heart with that same gear. Gear makes a difference. And probably the most key point of all of this is Krisk. I don't even have him mastered. I don't have the best gear on him. You know, I'm booking him, but he's not booked yet. And he is on every team I have and has increased my viability in every dungeon, in campaign, in faction wars that he's in Doom Tower. Everywhere that I've placed him, he has made a difference. And he's not even fully mastered, fully booked, or fully geared. And he has made a huge difference. Scylla the Drakes. Basic gear, I don't even have her fully booked out. I don't even know if she's fully mastered. I'm pretty sure I mastered her though. No, I have not. I have on my main account, but I haven't here. With full masteries and books, she's amazing. Even without it though, I've put her on every team, and she has made gains on every single team. Some champions, no matter what anybody says, the same gear as any other champion with that same skill set, some champions will outrun them every time. It's not a question. It's not, oh, great gear is going to get you there. If you pull, you know, a Septimus, you're going to be out damaging people. That's just how it works. He's a spider. Him and Cold Heart are spider runners. That's one of the things they're known for, because they can, you know, in Cold Heart's case, can 3-shot the spider with great gear. Septimus can 2-shot it. I've heard of stories where he 1-shots it. Nobody else can do that. That means he is better than the gear. If he's that much of a game changer. So, but that's number 2. I know it's kind of an unpopular opinion. Most of the time, great gear is going to take you farther than getting a shiny new champion. But there are cases. There are some very viable cases where champions will outdo gear. On to number 3. This one is probably the most aggravating thing about spending the money to get these champions and then realizing I couldn't build them. Because I really wanted to build some of these champs and say, hey, I've built them. Let me showcase them. You know, Krisk, for instance, there's not a lot of videos on him. You know, and there's not a lot of people that are in my position as a mid-game player showing what he's capable of doing. And I'm probably actually going to still show that without him fully built, just to show you how powerful he is in another video. And I may try to do like a progression video where I show him halfway built and then fully built later on to show just what a difference that makes. But that's a video for another time. This is actually number 3. Now that I've gotten off topic, number 3, the big thing is books. Books are terrible. You can spend money to buy books. I personally don't, or I didn't. I kind of regret that a little bit now. I should have spent the money to get books when there was deals on books than spending money on shards and stuff to try and get, like I tried to get Countess Licks. And I was actually 20 shards shy. And just, I couldn't bring myself to go in any further with it. You know, books are absolutely ridiculous. They're hard to get, especially for, you know, an account that can't do Nightmare or Ultra Nightmare. You can't get those Lego books unless you do, you know, your dailies, and once a month you're going to get them from the new Advanced Quest, which they didn't even have when I started. You know, you may get lucky and get them from, you know, an event or a tournament, you know, or the rare time it's in one of your daily logins. Getting those things it's so hard to do that it makes it just, it makes getting, like, I got 5 amazing legendaries: Krisk, Septimus, Draco, Arbiter, let's see who else I get, Bellinor, and Baron. All of them are great legendaries. I couldn't halfway book any of them. We got lucky with this recent Facebook reward that I got some legendary books. I got 2 more legendary books from a login reward or something. I don't even remember what it was. What did I get the 2? It doesn't matter. I got a couple, but I mean, really, getting them is so hard. I mean, as you can see, I've only been able to book him 5 times. And that's because I had a couple. I think I had 2 before I got him. It's so hard to book. Rares aren't as bad, but still, with rares, I still need to book Cold Art. Books are the bottleneck in this game. Silver and books are probably the worst part of it. And you can buy silver, but it's such a waste that it's not worth it. So, but yeah, that's the third thing. Books are atrocious, and until Plarium comes up with a way around that, they're probably going to stay that way. There's some shining light here. With the new clan versus clan tournaments, we're going to have more ways to get books. They are doing things that are allowing us to get books easier. So hopefully that is kind of like I said, a shining light, a ray of hope for our future of Raid to actually have books you need to book champions. Because one of the things is getting these shiny golden picture frame champions like Scylla the Drakes and Krisk and Septimus and all this. It's fantastic, but if you can't realize their potential without doing months of laborious questing and hoping that you get it from finally being able to do clan boss, when you finally get to being able to do Ultra Nightmare, I don't think you can get legendary books from Nightmare. You can actually check now. There's the recent update shows you what's available, but I don't think legendary books are available in Nightmare. So if you're not at that in-game point, you're not going to be able to really power your champions the way you need to. So you're stuck in this slow burn power creeping kind of thing where you constantly feel like you're not quite going to get there. It's probably the one thing that keeps people from playing Raid for long periods of time, because at a certain point the grind becomes disheartening. And books are a major part of that. So, but that's number 3. Before we go deeper into that, let's just stop it there. Number 4. This one I think I should have applied to myself earlier on. Be more selective with what you purchase. I'm not upset at my purchases. A couple of them weren't the best that I could have made. Like this right here. It's actually a really good deal, but I don't know that I would purchase it. I mean, right now I would if I could. If I really wanted to well out and get Chris fully booked and, get some of my champions done, that would do it. But, you can get other things that give you energy for less, and you can start working on getting the gear and stuff to move yourself up. Depending on what kind of a paid to play player you are, I like the $9.99 deal, the progression deal, the daily gems, $10 a month, and you get like 2,000 some gems. You just have to get them daily. You get 50 a day in the beginning. I think with the first being like 150. I don't remember. Hold on. It's 250. Then you get 50 a day, and then you get a little bump of 200. You get 60 a day, and then you get 200 again at 30. It equates to 2,100 and some gems. It's probably the best deal in the entire game. The raid card, early on, it's probably not a bad idea. The issue that I have with it is this right here, these two. If it was 20 XP and 20x silver, 20% XP and 20% silver from all battles, it would be worth every single penny. But I don't level up in campaign much anymore unless I'm trying to fast level stuff, because honestly, with the champs I have, I don't need to speed level things. I need to take my time and get gear. So I'm leveling food in dragons, and which is why I'm stuck on 18, because I do a 4-person team with food. And it's not even 100%. I'm still working on building it to 100%. So, to get that gear so I can actually build my champions. That makes this not as good a deal. The extra 70 multi-battle attempts, honestly, unless you're spending money to get extra energy, you're never going to use all 100 unless you use it over the course of a day, and you log in every time you get to max, before you get to max, and use it. Or you have like an auto clicker to restart it. I don't even know if that's possible. So if you're early game and you're willing to spend to get some extra energy, it wouldn't be that bad. Because campaign farming is really where you farm in the beginning. Some of these other ones, it's really the special deals, the limited special offers. Some of them are really great. Some of them are just terrible. There's a couple of resources out there that tell you whether or not it's a good deal. I would highly suggest looking into that before making any big purchases. If you're going to get the progression pack for the gyms, that's going to be a great purchase regardless. The little mini mix pack, I think for beginners, you can get there's one for like $2.99 that includes like 1 shard, an XP thing, some energy, and a chicken. It's been a while since I've been able to get that one. But if you're willing to spend that, you can get that every day. And it's actually a pretty decent deal for what you get, because you're getting that double XP, some energy. You're getting a few little things. And it's not a bad deal. But really be selective with what you purchase. Because and I've noticed this, if you spend money one day, the next day an even better deal for just a little bit more or around the same price will pop up. Plarium apparently are geniuses with their algorithms for how they do their special offers, because I've noticed that when I spend money, for a while after that, the deals are a little bit higher priced, but they're a lot better deals. I mean, look at this. I've never seen this deal pack before, but that I want it, but I'm not getting it. But still, like this, the monthly pack, it's fantastic. I mean, it's a little expensive, but it's a good deal. I don't see those kind of deals until I spend money. So keep an eye on that algorithm. But that's number 4. A little bit more long-winded than I intended, but okay, guys. So, and fifth is one that's not so much about paying for things as it is just something that is aggravating regardless of what you do. It always feels like you're just kind of one step behind. The arena is, when I first started, I really liked the arena. I built an arena team. On my main account, I had gotten to Gold 1, Gold 2, I think was the highest I ever got. Like I said, I'm a mid-tier, mid-game account. I wasn't able to keep up with it, and it kind of fell to the wayside, and I got back down eventually to silver, and then down to bronze with all the health stuff, and now I'm struggling to get myself back up there with the recent changes in the meta. I've changed my team around, and it's hard. It's hard to progress in arena. Arena's really difficult, especially in the early stages. Like I see some of the matchups that my clanmates have in like gold, and they're matchups that I could tear up easily with mine. But silver, like I'm currently at silver 1, working my way up because I just finally broke through silver. And like this is actually probably the easiest matchup I think I've seen in a while. And it's still, I mean, this is I don't think that I could beat with Gala. Let's see. What's it got? Gala. Ugo would cause me a lot of trouble. She's got that block damage. It gives her a chance to, really pump it out there at the end. Let's see. Hold on. She can revive, can't she? Yeah. If all allies are dead. And see, this right here, if she's the last champion, she puts a unkill or a block damage buff on herself. So she's really hard to put down. And with that power level with Miscreated, I couldn't do it. This one I'm not even going to attempt with a bad L on there and a Trunda. Reliquary Tender, yeah, I know I can take him down. But I just refreshed. The ones I had before that were all 100k power or above. And I have a hard time getting gear. I'm really having to look at non-set gear pieces to build my champions with, to give them the power I need to actually be able to do anything. Which makes set pieces so pointless because I'm not able to use them because I can't get gear in them. And so Arena really is, it's that one place where I struggle the most, and no matter what I've done monetarily, I still struggle here. And so I don't know, I don't know that there's any way around that except just, you know, farming out, getting that better gear, getting that team synergy, the speed tuning. Arena, you really have to buckle down and put in that effort to move forward, to progress. And I think a lot of people think, oh, I'm going to spend this money and then I'm going to be able to get to gold in the arena, move to plat in the arena. And money's not going to get you there. It is going to be time and effort spent developing that team synergy, that team composition. And so that's one of those, the things I really wanted to talk about in this video is, it's not so much about money and, you know, getting all these great things. Even though some champs are better than gear, the gear is still super important. The team synergy, the time it takes to learn what team composition will work in an area is the most important part of this game. Not paying to win, because you can't pay to win. Not without money that's just mind-boggling. At a certain point, unless you're a just absolute, you know, blue whale buying everything that comes into the market, if you're a mid spender, you can't pay to win. You've got to put in the effort, like I said, to build those teams, to learn the game, learn what different champions do, what your champions can go against and what they can't. And that's just something that you have to, you know, and that's just something that you can't force your way past. So, but that's kind of the last 5. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I know I enjoyed, you know, coming up with, you know, well, I didn't really enjoy spending the money and then having to come up with a video about how you got to be careful spending money. But I did enjoy, you know, learning the, that's not what I want to say. I'm terrible at this, Mama. Okay. Okay, so number 5. Number 5 is one of those things that, and I'm in the arena, hold on. Number 5 is gear, okay? There are ways to buy gear. You get, hold on, here it is. 6-star artifact packs. Like this is a stun set. Stun sets are amazing on, you know, Still of the Drakes, Bellower, any champ that has like an AoE on all hits. I've heard Chris can actually be using the stun set because he's got the, you know, the AoEs. But the one thing that people, well, I mean, a lot of people realize, especially people who finally buy it or people who actually watch videos, there's no guarantee of what this is going to roll. It could have, this right here could be all flat stats. And that's not accuracy on a chest, which you can actually use. This could be all flat stats. It could be, all the substats could be flat stats. You could literally get 6 pieces of the most worthless gear for $25, $30. You've got to be really careful with spending that. But the biggest problem is, you know, getting gear isn't something that you can just, I've got 800 energy, let's just go and get gear. I've spent probably 2,000 to 3,000 energy in the last couple days, and I still don't have decent enough gear to put my Septimus in a full set and give him like a set piece and give him the stats he needs to be able to hit hard. Like I was talking about, he doesn't hit as hard as my Cold Heart right now. And it's because I literally cannot get him, like I've got to get his, I need 4 more crit rate. But look at this crit damage. I don't have the gear. I mean, I may now because I farmed like another 2,000 gold or 2,000 energy here recently. But he's only got 135% crit damage. He needs 200. You know, his attack is abysmal. His defense is abysmal. I don't know how he survives Dragon 18. His speed isn't all that great either. I don't have the gear sets right now. Even with as much farming as I've been doing, even on farming on Dragons 18, I'm not getting the best gear. I don't even know if it'll show me what my most recent gear pieces are. Oh, here's some. So this is actually a pretty decent piece. That's all right. The defense is nice, but hold on, let me see if I can find. Yeah, it doesn't show me everything that I've gotten recently. But like, you know, let's see, this one, it's an HP chest. But let's see, there's attack chests, which are just pointless. You know, like, I mean, you can see I farmed probably, I've been farming dragons now for 3 days. And I've used those, I've got the raid card. I've used the 100 multi-battles every single day and then some. And I still don't have a really good set. I need to get rid of all this like bad gear. But I don't have a good set of lifesteal gear yet. Still working on it. I don't even know that I have. Hold on. See, look, all of that time spent in dragons, I still don't have a boot. I have not gotten a single lifesteal boot out of 2,000 energy. I know guaranteed I've done 2,000 in 3 days at the very least. Because I bought 850 and then you get like 400 a day or something, 400 or 500 a day, somewhere around there. Plus I know I used a 450 energy and a whole nother day. So that's at least 2,000 energy all told. And I never got a single boot because I haven't sold anything yet. I just decided to go ahead and get everything I could and then I'll sell it off. Like I'm selling 4-star stuff. Or at least I was. And then I turned that off because I was like, heck, I can get 4-star speed sets. I might as well. Or 4-star speed pieces. You can buy gear, but you can only buy it in sets of 6 for like $25, $30. You're not guaranteed to get a good anything. Spending the time to farm, that grind, that's the only way to get the gear you need to build every champion. And I would say the money's better spent getting energy and getting, you know, something that, you know, you can play on the side. Like if you want to spend $60 on something, buy like Ark Survival Evolved, buy, you know, a new game or something to play while you're grinding through. I'm a big fan of Ark, I'm sorry. But buy something that you can spend your time on while your game is grinding in the background. That would be a better use of your money. So that's just my gripe for today. 5 things you learn, you know, when you spend money, the good and the bad. So I hope y'all like, comment, subscribe down below. Let me know what you think. I'm going to be coming back next week with at least one build video, hopefully on Krisk. What he's like building in before he's got masteries and books, or fully booked in masteries anyway. I may be able to get him mastered. Not sure yet. We'll see what happens. With this event, I'm trying to push for the event. So anyway, I'm going to at least try to have that one champion spotlight video out. And Saturday we'll be doing another Raid Shadow Legends stream on Twitch. Definitely join me for that. But y'all have a wonderful rest of your day and take care.